Hi, my name is Jessica. I am a patient of Dr. Mysteries. I met her, I started working at the clinic that she practiced general dentistry at. I worked in the kind of corporate back portion, but while I was speaking with the office manager at the clinic, and explaining to her the pain that I was having and the discomfort that I had had for the previous year before I started there, she immediately told me I had to see Dr. Mystery and that she would get me fixed right up. And I was super skeptical. So to kind of start, I had one-sided face pain. So I had pain only on the right side of my face and head. Anything from optical pain. So my eye, I had a ton of pressure behind my eye. My eye would weep. It would almost like kind of sag. I had nerve pain in my teeth. My teeth hurt. My nose hurt. My tongue would go numb. My tip of my nose would go numb. I felt like I had been stabbed in the back of the head, hit over the head by a 2x4. It was becoming debilitating and really affecting especially my family life, because the most energy I had was to go to work and try to give my work my all. And I would have to come home, lay on the couch, nap. My poor kids were just, they didn't know what was going on with me. So I had seen, prior to meeting Dr. Mystery, I had seen a neurologist, I had seen a general doctor, I had seen urgent care, I had gone to an ENT, an ophthalmologist even, just trying to seek out answers as to why I was having so much pain. I had, all this stuff, all these diagnostic tests done. They couldn't figure out why exactly I was in so much pain, and the neurologist eventually diagnosed me with a headache condition called hemicrania continua. So it's continuous head pain on one side of your head and face. I had all of the classic symptoms for it, except for the thing is they can't really do anything about it. They don't know why it happens. And so it was, here, let's try to get you out of pain with pain relievers. And I'm not one to take any medication, but I was at a point where I had to find some kind of relief. And we tried multiple prescription medications. None of them touched the pain. I was still constantly in discomfort. And so when I met Dr. Mystery, I was really skeptical, to say the least, but she took me back. She did an exam. She kind of ran all these tests and determined that most likely what had happened is I've been in multiple car accidents and have had whiplash multiple times, that I had had a dental appointment and had caused inflammation, just swelling, just kind of at the right time, like it was going to happen no matter what. She was able to give me some orthotics, temporary orthotics, and I immediately felt some relief in my head pain. It decreased greatly. She made me custom orthotics, taught me how to do some kind of self-massage, did some massaging, muscle release, recommended I went to an Atlas Chiropractic, which I did, and I have even seen even more relief. I am not 100%, but I am definitely to the point to where I have days without pain, which I never had before. And most of any discomfort that I do have is very minimal. It is tolerable. I do not take any more prescription medications. And Dr. Mystery has just been amazing. When you live with constant pain, you kind of start to feel a little crazy. And it is good it's just such a relief to find somebody who believes you, who says, I acknowledge your pain and we are going to do whatever we can to get you out of it. And she has been that for me. Her staff was great. Any appointment I've had at her clinic, they were amazing, kind, friendly. I just highly recommend that if you are suffering from any type of head pain, discomfort, anything that you can't figure out anywhere else, go see her, or make her your first stop. Make her and Dr. Parker your first stop. It could have saved me a lot of time and a lot of money. but it totally worth it in the end. And I can't recommend them enough. I tell all of my friends and family about it, and I just hope that this gives some hope to other people who may be suffering from different kinds of things that they can't figure out where it's coming from, and hopefully you can find some relief as well. Thank you.
Come on, Mom.